Hello students, welcome to Sri Vardhaman Vidyalaya online education. Today we will see the part 10 of a chapter 3 metals and non-metals. So in this part we will discuss about the extraction of metals of least reactivity. So mercury and copper, which belongs to the least reactivity series, are often found in the form of their sulfide ore. So the ore name of an cinnabar, it contains mercury. So the formula is HGS is the ore of mercury. Copper glance, that is the formula is Cu2S is the ore of copper. So the extraction of, first we will see the extraction of mercury metal. So cinnabar HGS is first heated in the air. It turns HGS, that is mercury sulfide, or cinnabar into an HgO, mercury oxide, by the liberation of sulfur dioxide. The mercury oxide so obtained is again heated strongly. This reduces the mercury oxide to the mercury metal. So first, in the extraction of metals of least reactivity, we will see the two types. One is a cinnabar, the ore of mercury. Second one is a copper glance, the ore of a copper. So first we will see the extraction of mercury metal. So in this extraction of mercury metal, the cinnabar is heated first in the air. So what happens? You know that is the formula of an cinnabar is an HGS. So it is an ore of an sulfide. So this ore of an sulfide is converted into an mercury oxide by the liberation of an sulfur dioxide. Again, the mercury oxide is heated strongly. So what happens? The mercury oxide reduced to an mercury metal. Now you can see the equation. So HGS plus 3O2 gives 2HgO, that is mercury oxide, plus S2 2SO2, that is sulfur dioxide gas is liberating. Now again this mercury oxide is strongly heated. So HgO gives 2Hg plus O2. So like this we'll get a mercury metal. Next, the extraction of a copper metal. So the copper glance. So the formula for the copper glance is Cu2S is roasted in the presence of air. So the roasting turns a copper glance into a copper oxide. So the copper oxide is then heated in the absence of air. This reduces the copper oxide into copper metal. So in this one, same process, the copper glance, that is an sulfide ore of an sulfide, that is a copper will having an sulfide ore, when heated with an oxygen will get an copper oxide. So copper sulfide when heated with an oxygen will get an Cu2O plus SO2. So copper oxide will get, again this copper oxide reacts with an copper sulfide, you will get an copper plus SO2. So this how we can extract the copper from their ore. Next, the extracting metals in the middle of the activity series. So the metal in the middle of the activity series, such as iron, zinc, lead, copper, etc., are moderate reactive. They are usually present as a sulfide or carbonate in nature. So it is easy to obtain the metal from its oxide as compared to its sulfide and carbonate. Therefore, prior to the reductions, the metal sulfide and carbonate must be converted into a metal oxide. So the sulfide ore are converted into oxide by heating strongly in the presence of excess air. So this process is known as a roasting. Then the carbonate ores are changed into oxide by heating strongly in the limited air. This process is called as a calcination. So the chemical reactions that take place during roasting and the calcination of zinc ore can be shown. So roasting. So the zinc sulfide when heated with an oxygen, you will get a zinc oxide plus 2SO2. This process we are calling as an roasting. Next, calcination. Zinc carbonate when heated, it will be gives a zinc oxide plus O2. What is the difference between this that we have already discussed in the part 9 of this video? Next, the metal oxide are then reduced to the corresponding metal by using a suitable reducing agent such as a carbon. For example, when the zinc oxide is heated with a carbon, it reduces to the metallic zinc. So ZnO plus carbon, it will give an Zn plus CO. So the highly reactive metals such as sodium, calcium, aluminum, etc. are used as a reducing agent because they displace the metal of lower reactivity from their compounds. So after we are getting an metal oxide, this metal oxide will be reduced using a reducing agent, just like a carbon will get a metal. Extraction of an iron from an ore, that is a hematite. That is the name of an ore in which the iron will be present. So that is the formula is Fe2O3. So hematite ore is heated with a carbon to be reduced to iron metal. So Fe2O3 when reacts with a carbon, that is 3C, you will get an Fe plus CO2, carbon dioxide. Next, the extraction of lead from the lead oxide. The lead oxide is heated with a carbon to be reduced to the lead metal. So in this also we are using a carbon as a reducing agent. So PbO plus carbon gives Pb plus CO2. So the lead will be get. Next, the reduction of metal oxide by heating with an aluminium. So first we have seen the reduction of an metal oxide by carbon. So now we are going to see the reductions of an metal oxide by heating with an aluminium. So the metal oxide are heated with an aluminium. So here the aluminium will act as a reducing agent to reduce the metal. The following is an example, that is magnesium dioxide and copper oxide are reduced to the respectively metal when heated with an aluminium. So here the magnesium dioxide, the formula is MnO2. When reacts with means it will be reduced with an aluminium, Al, you will get a manganese Mn plus Al2O3, that is aluminium oxide. Same thing, copper oxide when reacts with when heated with an aluminium, you will get a copper plus aluminium oxide. A large amount of heat will be liberated in this equation. So this displacement reactions are a highly exothermic reaction. So the amount of the heat is evolved is so large that the metals are produced in the molten state. The reactions of an iron oxide, that is Fe2O3, with an aluminium is used to join the railway track or the cracked machine part. This reactions is known as an Termit reactions. So during this, that is the reductions of metal oxide by heating with an aluminium, when metallic oxide, that is an iron oxide, is reduced with an aluminium, and this reactions at that reactions a large amount of the heat will be liberated. So that heat will be used to join the railway track or a crack machine part. So that process we are calling as an Termit reactions. So we will see the now equations of an Termit reactions. So what is Termit reaction? The ferric oxide, that is Fe2O3, when heated with an aluminium is reduced to the iron metal. In these reactions a lot of heat is produced. So the Termit reactions is used in the welding of electric conductors, iron joints, etc., such as joint in the railway track. So this is also known as Termit welding, that is TW. So the formula is Fe2O3 plus aluminium, you get iron Fe plus Al2O3, and a large amount of heat is liberating out. So now you can see the diagram. So in this diagram they will be used to join the railway track and also using this process. So these are the two examples of an Termit welding. Next, the extractions of metals of high reactivity. The metals of high reactivity such as sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, etc. are extracted from their ores by electrolytic reduction. These metals cannot be reduced using carbon because the carbon is less reactive than them. So for example, carbon cannot reduce the oxide of an sodium, magnesium, calcium, aluminum, etc. to their metals because these metals have a more affinity towards an oxygen than the carbon. Why means you know that is an sodium, calcium, magnesium, they are highly reactive with an oxygen. So carbon will not be used as an reducing agent for this, that is an metal like an sodium, calcium, magnesium. For this, the next method is that is electrolytic reductions will be used for the extraction of metals of highly reactive. So the electric current is passes through the molten state of metal ore. So the metal being positively charged is deposited over the cathode. So for example, when an electric current is passes through the molten salt or state of solution of sodium chloride, the sodium metal get deposited over the cathode. So the metal obtained from the process of electrolytic reductions are pure in form. So in this process, electrolytic reduction, so that is in molten state of metal or when they will be current will be passed, what happens, the metal being positive charge, it will be deposited over the cathode, and that is the non-metal. If it is, we are taking an example of sodium chloride, the sodium will get deposited over the cathode, where the chloride will get deposited over the anode. So we'll need only in a pure, only in a metal. So metal obtained from this process, that will be in a pure in form. So now you can see the reaction here. Sodium Na plus ion with an electrons will get an sodium Na. Chlorine 2L minus, when it gain an electron, it will form an Cl2. This loses an electron, it will form an Cl2. So when we combine this one, NaCl gives 2Na plus Cl2. So the sodium will get deposited at cathode and chlorine will deposited at an anode. So the sodium which get from this method is in a pure form. So we have discussed about the extractions of a metal within a different reactivity. So in the next part, we will study about the refining of a metal and corrosion. Thank you. We will meet in the next part of this session.